Good morning, Nova Scotia, and welcome to Lighthouse Local for Sunday, July the 19th. I'm Dan with your local news, sports, traffic, and weather from Lighthouse Radio. In local news, we begin on Nova Scotia's eastern shore, where firefighters continue battling the large wildfire near Mooseland Road and Sixth Lake. According to the latest official update issued Saturday afternoon, the fire remains out of control and is estimated at approximately 1,386 hectares. Officials say the lower estimate is the result of a more accurate mapping and does not mean that the fire has suddenly shrunk. 35 provincial firefighters and 45 Halifax Regional Fire Emergency firefighters and support staff have been assigned to the response. 2 provincial helicopters, 4 provincial fixed-wing water bombers, 2 additional water bombers from Newfoundland and Labrador, ground crews, heavy equipment, and local firefighters are all involved. Officials reported no significant change in the fire Saturday, but the evacuation order from civic address 4315 Mooseland Road to Highway 7 does remain in effect. Mooseland Road also remains closed beginning at its intersection with Highway 7, and members of the public are asked to stay away from the area so emergency crews can continue working safely. Mooseland is by far the province's largest active fire, but it is not the only one crews are watching. The Nova Scotia Wildfire Dashboard was showing 4 active wildfires across the province as of Sunday morning. Public information about the smaller fires remain limited, but their presence shows that crews are responding to several incidents at the same time. Burning was prohibited across mainland Nova Scotia on Saturday, and residents should continue checking the provincial burn safe map before lighting any outdoor fire. Restrictions are updated every afternoon at 2 o'clock. Also, Nova Scotia's emergency medical dispatchers are now on strike, bringing new attention to the workers responsible for connecting medical emergencies with ambulance across the province. More than 60 dispatchers employed by Emergency Medical Care Incorporated began strike action at 7:15 Friday evening. These workers answered medical emergency calls, provided instructions to callers, dispatch ground and air ambulances, and help coordinate patient transfers between healthcare facilities. The Canadian Union of Postal Workers said staffing shortages and working conditions are among the major issues in the dispute. The strike is taking place under a Labour Board imposed essential service agreement. That means emergency medical dispatch services are continuing during the labor action. Nova Scotians experiencing any medical emergency should call 911 immediately. Because these dispatchers sit at the center of the province's ambulance system, the strike will be closely watched for any effect on call handling, ambulance deployment, and response times. In sports, in Canadian Premier League soccer, the Halifax Wanderers earned an important point on the road Saturday with a 1-1 draw against Calgary FC in Calgary. Cavalry opened the scoring from the penalty spot early in the second half. Isaiah Johnson answered for Halifax in the 77th minute, driving a half volley into the bottom corner to level the match. The Wanderers nearly stole the victory deep into stoppage time, but Cavalry goalkeeper Nathan Ingham recovered to stop a deflected attempt from Audinaja Reid. Halifax now sits 1 point behind 4th place Vancouver. The Wanderers return home Friday evening to face FC Supra de Quebec at Wanderers grounds. And in Major League Baseball, the Toronto Blue Jays have ended a 3-game losing streak Saturday with a tight 1-0 victory over the Chicago White Sox. Shane Bieber pitched 6 scoreless innings, allowing 3 hits while striking out 6. George Springer drove home Vladdy Guerrero Jr. for the game's only run, while Louis Varland earned his 20th save of the season. Before the game, Toronto honored its back-to-back 92 and 93 World Series championship teams and unveiled a statue commemorating Joe Carter's famous championship-winning home run. Here's your Sunday forecast for Halifax and the surrounding area from Environment and Climate Change Canada. Rain at times heavy is expected to end this morning. Conditions will then remain mainly cloudy with a 60% chance of additional showers before becoming a mix of sun and cloud later this afternoon. Between 10 and 20 millimeters of rain is expected, with hazy conditions developing later this morning and continuing through the afternoon. South winds will be at 40 kilometers an hour, gusting to 60. Will become southwest at 20, gusting to 60. Today's highway is 22 degrees, feeling closer to 28 with the humidity. Tonight will clear with a low of 13 degrees. Monday is looking sunny with a high near 25. In traffic, for drivers traveling along the eastern shore, Mooseland Road remains closed beginning at Highway 7 because of the wildfire and evacuation order. Please avoid the area and leave surrounding roads clear for fire crews, heavy equipment, and emergency vehicles. As well, beginning tonight, Highway 103 will have alternating overnight lane closures from the Beachville Railway overpass west towards Exit 3. The work begins at 7 p.m. and continues until 6 o'clock Monday morning. Similar overnight closures are scheduled Sunday through Thursday nights until the end of August. Halifax Transit passengers should also notice a stop on Main Avenue before Borden Street will close at 6 o'clock tonight for construction. The closure is scheduled to remain in place until 6 o'clock Monday morning, and passengers should check Halifax Transit's real-time alerts before traveling. That is your Lighthouse local update for Sunday, July 19th. I'm Dan, and you're listening to Lighthouse Radio, keeping Nova Scotia informed, connected, and close to home. Stay safe and have a great Sunday.